Good evening. You're watching City News 24/7. I'm Faiza Amin. We continue our coverage on the passenger plane crash at Pearson Airport. Officials tonight confirming 17 people on board the flight sustained injuries when a Delta Airlines plane crashed at landing, flipping upside down. Let's bring in our Karling Donoghue, who is tracking developments for us tonight. Karling, airport officials providing a brief update. Can you tell us what they said?
Yeah, Faiza, brief is the right word to use there. It was an incredibly brief update, and I'll tell you all about it in just a few moments here. But first, let's recap what happened today. It was a terrifying moment for passenger and crew on board Delta Airlines Flight 4819. It took off from Minneapolis earlier today, was set to land on the tarmac at Pearson, and it did, although it crashed into that tarmac, landed on its backside, and passengers and crew were forced to escape the upside-down fuselage. This footage showing the terrifying moments. The 76 passengers and 4 crew members had to escape the flipped plane onto the tarmac in freezing temperatures. Orange Air Ambulance were called to the scene, along with Peel Police, paramedics, and multiple fire services to assist the more than a dozen injured people, some of whom at this time are still in serious condition. Now, the accident, it also caused a temporary halt on all outbound and incoming flights. The latter, they were forced to land at Montreal's airport for a while there. Now, we're standing outside near the airport. We can see flights have started to take off again. However, the CEO of Toronto Pearson says passengers, they're going to notice disruptions over the next few days as this investigation is nowhere near complete.
We immediately halted further arrivals and departures on our remaining 3 runways. Those runways were reopened at approximately 5 p.m. The other runways are remaining to serve the investigation, which will be carrying forward for the rest of tonight and into the next several days.
That's Deborah Flint. She is the CEO and president of Toronto Pearson Airport, and she says 2 of the affected runways are going to be somewhat out of commission over the next 2 days. So if you have a flight, you already know the pain of finding out how it feels when your flight's delayed and finding that information out once you get to Pearson. As the airport over the weekend, we saw lots of that thanks to the snow. Now passengers, they're also dealing with delays and cancellations because of this collision, and they're not exactly thrilled about it.
This is our first vacation together that we kind of wanted to go on. It's not off to a great start.
It's just confusing. We're just not sure what's going on. Nobody's telling us the right thing. No. It's one person saying, one thing, and the next person saying another.
We sat 11 hours in the airport yesterday after they knew that their flight never left Jamaica, and left us sitting there for 11 hours is horrific. And even today, we get to show up to a limo voucher home, not a return one, so we cannot get home from the airport if we use it on a potential flight home.
Yeah, they were definitely frustrated. A lot of them, though, giving their condolences to those that were involved in this crash and giving thanks that no one died as a result of it. Now, in that press conference that we were just monitoring, very little answers were given. They did not even mention a hypothesis as to why this plane did crash. So we will continue to follow this over the next few days. Also, speaking momentarily, the fire chief who was on scene today at the site of the collision. Stay tuned. We will bring you the latest on that coming up at City News at 11 o'clock. Reporting live, I'm Karling Donoghue.
Yeah, those officials providing an update. They wouldn't even take questions from reporters, and there are many questions left tonight, including why did this happen? Our Karling Donoghue bringing us the very latest from Pearson. Karling, thank you so much.